this is Ina with Innichkachef and welcome to my kitchen. Today on episode we are making sourdough bread, my favorite sourdough bread, which is with little bit of molasses and little bit of flaxseed, ground flaxseed. Now, how to fit your sourdough starter, and I do this every 24 hours. Add the flour and the same amount of water. Mix together. Looks like thick sour cream consistency. Now it will be ready in a couple of hours. And for the tools we need, mixing bowl with hook attachment, and it's not necessary but nice. I will show how to do by hand if you don't have it. Proofing baskets, it's nice to have but not necessary. If you don't have, you can use easily any bowls and with little fabric and flour to keep non-stick dough. Another thing you need, dough cutter, gloves because we work with very hot oven, and pizza stone. Another thing is scale to weigh all ingredients, spray bottle with water to create steam in oven, and also you can do many other ways to create steam, and we like to have steam because everyone likes that lovely crust, right, which is gives so delicious, and plus bread stays fresh longer. So for those reasons I love to have the nice crunchy crust. Another thing to have spatula is nice thing to have, and cutter, sharp knife, or how you call this tool I got from my husband. We need to add sourdough starter to the bowl. And here's my starter. Very spongy. 20 grams of sourdough starter. Right and ready to go. Next ingredients is salt, about 10 grams or 2 teaspoons or so. 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed. And 2 tablespoons blackstrap molasses. I'm adding whey or water, either one, whichever you prefer, 480 grams. Yep. Slightly warm to speed up the process. Now mix. 700 grams of all-purpose wheat flour, of all-purpose, whole wheat flour. So instead of to knead for a long time, what I like to do, I like to let dough relax for 20 minutes. And remember, for the dough, for the flour, 20 minutes is always a key. I don't know why exactly 20 minutes, but every time when even we make dumplings, I always say, let dough rest 20 minutes. Not 19, but 20. So we need to let rest dough for 20 minutes, and then we'll continue kneading until the dough nice and elastic and can stretch, so we can do a window test. Now we're going to knead some more. Let's check. So we did 2 minutes of mixing, then we wait for 20 minutes, rest, and then again mixing for 2 minutes. And now it's the dough is still very sticky, but it's much more elastic and it's much more, it's soft, it's beautiful. I wish you can touch. It's very pleasant dough. Now we do the window test. You see how it's stretching so thin? Soft dough goes to the bowl. I already grease with olive oil a little bit. And I like to cover with plastic wrap to prevent from dryness, or slightly wet towel a little bit. And can stay in, sometimes I warm up a little bit of oven in winter and summer, no needed, just to speed up process, kind of like warm environment for the dough. Fast. Now it's cooler weather, so it takes longer, and particularly takes longer for the first fold. And look how beautiful and gorgeous this dough. So what I like to, oh my gosh, so soft and slightly warm. What I like to do, just kind of refold. That's what I do, stretch. But make sure you're not tearing the interior. You want kind of like everything fold inside. And then place back. And see you in a couple hours. Pass, and we are ready for the second fold. Let me show you how beautiful dough. Slightly warm. You see? That's the old gas was trapped in dough and tried to release, and that creates the bubbles. And leave for another 2 hours. And with each fold, the dough has more structure, has more power, and getting stronger and stronger. So the faster will rise second time. So probably will be a lot more we'll see within 2 hours. Come back, another 2 hours pass, and I just want to mention about, you do not have to stay all day home and do this on a clock. Sometimes if I have to go somewhere, I just leave in the refrigerator and proof longer. In fact, after third fold, which is we're going to do in a minute, I divide and put in a proofing basket. And in this stage, the structure of dough very strong, and it's in fact not only bad, it's actually even good idea to stick in a refrigerator, and final proof will be happening within 8 hours. So often I do overnight, and that way it's even improving, because fermentation slow down and the flavor more deep. It's just better flavor, better deeper soft flavor. So now we're doing the final fold. So again, the gas release, and that's how we see those bubbles, and that's how it's pushed dough. And we have to knock down for the last time and divide, and using those baskets with a little bit of flour, make sure it will be not stick. And sometimes I even use for this rice flour. Either one will work. Or just regular all-purpose flour. And I like to look how beautiful the dough. A little bit with flour, not a lot, just to make sure it will be not stick to your hands, and divide in half. The dough is so alive. I just love it. Can you hear this? When gas release? Little noise. And now fold. And what you like, as you see those bubbles creating, it's natural, and it's working. It's yeast, natural yeast, try to release the gas, and the rising happening you kind of fold, but make sure do not break the structure. We don't want any breaking this interiors. So we kind of like push. Kind of like fold and stretch, fold and stretch, fold and stretch. But maximum until you feel it's going to turn, and you do not want that. Little bit press on middle because bread tends to rise on middle the most. Look how beautiful and gorgeous the bread is, ready for the oven. So oven preheated for at least half hour, 450 degrees, and on hot stone, pizza stone. I usually like to add slightly, little bit of flour, and then gently place the loaf to the stone. Let's do it. Very gently. As much you attempt to try bread right away, I insist you to wait 45 minutes. The bread has to be fully cooled down. When you slice, you don't want smear and gooey slice. You want nice and soft bread. So it's hard to wait. And in our house, when I bake bread, usually it's the biggest decision: eat with olive oil or butter. My boys love with butter, especially Johnny, but I like with olive oil. So let's try. 45 minutes later, this beautiful, delicious bread. I wish you can hear all this little noise. And I can't wait to try. You see how crunchy the interior, the crust, and I'm sure it's so soft inside. Let's see. Let's try. Look at this, so beautiful. Nothing can be better than freshly made bread. Make with love. I hope you give it a try, this recipe, and give me a like and subscribe if you haven't. And remember, for full recipe I always link in description below. Also similar recipes I already have on my blog, and 2 kinds of sourdough bread, and also other uses, how to use sourdough in other recipes. So please check and make sure you give me a like if you do. Bye. See you next time.